chosen one, welcome. I'm grateful that you are here with me tonight. Before we begin our gentle journey into deep rest, I want you to know something simple yet powerful. You have arrived at a safe place. A place where nothing is expected from you. A place where your mind doesn't have to fight. Your heart doesn't have to carry anything heavy. And your spirit can finally breathe. As you settle down, let me be your companion for the next hour. I invite you to allow this moment to be yours completely. Let the outside world fade. Let the noise soften, and let every worry slowly loosen its grip on you. Tonight, I will guide you into the peaceful realm of Zen, where stories flow like calm rivers and silence becomes your gentle teacher. Stay with me until the end, because every part of this journey is crafted to ease your mind layer by layer, like soft petals opening in moonlight. By the time we reach the final whisper of this story, your body will feel heavier, your thoughts slower, and your breath calmer. You don't have to do anything just to listen, just feel, just be here. Let this be your sanctuary tonight. Let this be your pause from everything that demanded your energy. I promise you, if you stay with me until the final moment, you will drift into a peaceful, restorative sleep without even realizing when it arrives. So gently close your eyes, breathe in through your nose, and let the serenity of this moment wrap around you like a warm, silent blanket. Your journey into deep rest begins now. I begin to feel the world around me soften as I step into the quiet landscape of my memory, a place I return to whenever my heart grows heavy and my thoughts feel scattered. I invite you to walk with me now. There is no rush, no expectation. Just follow my steps gently as we move into a deeper stillness together. The night air is cool against my skin, carrying the faint scent of pine and distant rain. I walk barefoot along a narrow stone path that winds through a silent valley. Above me, the moon hangs low and full, its pale light spreading like soft silver dust over the earth. Each step I take feels deliberate but effortless, as if the ground itself is guiding me forward. I can hear my own breathing slow, steady, quiet. With every breath, something inside me loosens. Far ahead, a faint glow flickers between the trees, warm and alive. It's a small retreat hut, built of bamboo and old wood, resting beside a gentle stream. I've been here many times, yet each return feels like the very first. This place is sacred, not for any religious reason, but because it asks nothing of me. In this quiet valley, the world falls away, and I want you to feel that with me now. I pause at the edge of the stream, letting the sound of water shape the silence. The flow is slow and peaceful, like a whisper from an ancient friend. I kneel beside it and dip my fingers into the cool surface. Ripples widen like delicate circles of breath, touching everything softly, then fading back into stillness. I watch the movement dissolve until the water becomes smooth again, reflecting the moon with perfect clarity. In that reflection, I see myself not the version the world expects, not the one who carries responsibilities or past hurts, but the quiet self beneath it all. The self that simply exists. The one that breathes without trying. The one that is made of softness and silence. I feel you beside me in this moment, too. I imagine your reflection joining mine in the water. The ripples from our presence touching each other gently before fading back into peace. Here, we are both free. I rise slowly and cross the small wooden bridge toward the bamboo hut. As I push the sliding door open, the soft creak of wood echoes through the still air. Inside, everything smells of earth and warm cedar. A single paper lantern glows in the corner, its light trembling like a calm heartbeat. I sit on the woven mat in the center of the room, and for a moment, I say nothing. I simply listen. There is a Zen teaching that says, if you sit quietly, the truth will find you. I never fully understood it until moments like this. When I let go of the noise within me, I realize the truth is never loud. It never forces its way in. It waits patiently in silence. Tonight, as I breathe in the lantern's soft glow and breathe out the weight of the day, that truth begins to rise again, gentle and wordless. My mind drifts to a memory, a story I once heard from an old monk who lived deep in the northern mountains. He told me about a traveler who spent years searching for enlightenment. The traveler visited temples, climbed mountains, read sacred texts, and meditated for hours each day. But nothing brought him peace. Finally, exhausted and disappointed, he sat beside a quiet lake and gave up his search. As he sat there, the wind stilled, the water calmed, and for the first time, he heard nothing at all. In that silence, he felt a warmth rise inside him, a deep and quiet contentment, and he realized something profound. Stillness is not a destination. It is the moment you stop running. As I recall the story now, I feel the truth of it settle into my chest. I was once like that traveler, always searching, always moving, always trying to reach some invisible point of perfect peace. But the more I chased it, the farther away it slipped. It was only when I finally allowed myself to slow down, to sit in the quiet with all my imperfections, that I understood. Peace was never something outside of me. It was something waiting inside, beneath the layers of thought and noise. I close my eyes and breathe deeply, letting that stillness expand. I want you to feel it too. So take a breath with me, now in softly, and out gently. Let the air move through you like a quiet river, Feel your shoulders loosen. Feel your jaw soften. Let your heartbeat find its natural rhythm, slow and patient. As we sit in this quiet hut, the world outside continues to sleep. The trees sway gently. The stream hums its soft lullaby. And the moon moves slowly across the sky, as though it too is breathing with us. The stillness here is not empty. It is full of presence, full of life, full of moments too delicate for the noise of daily living. I reach for this small wooden bowl beside me. Inside it are a few smooth river stones, each one collected over the years from places that brought me peace. I pick one up and place it in my palm. It's cool at first, but quickly warms to my touch. I imagine handing you one of these stones, placing it softly into your hand, not as a gift, but as a reminder that you can carry your own stillness with you wherever you go. You don't need the valley, the hut, or the lantern. You only need the willingness to slow down. A breeze slips through the open window, brushing past me with the fragrance of night blossoms. The lantern light flickers, casting gentle patterns across the bamboo walls. I feel as though the entire world is breathing in harmony with us, each exhale settling deeper into quiet. I lay down on the mat, allowing my body to rest fully. The fabric is soft beneath me, grounding and warm. I listen to the whisper of the stream outside, steady and soothing, like a soft hand running across the edges of my thoughts. My eyelids grow heavier. A sense of deep calm wraps around me like a blanket made of moonlight. In this stillness, I realize something simple yet profound. The world will continue without my constant effort. I don't need to hold myself upright all the time. I don't need to carry every thought or solve every worry before sleep. Right now, in this gentle valley, I give myself permission to rest. And I want you to give yourself the same permission. Let the night hold you. Let the silence guide you. Slowly, the boundary between the room and the world outside begins to blur. The sound of the stream blends with the beating of my heart. The lantern's glow blends with the moonlight filtering through the bamboo. Everything becomes one soft, seamless breath. This is the essence of stillness, an absence of life, but a perfect harmony of all things. Stay here with me for a little longer. Feel how naturally your body settles. Feel how peacefully your thoughts drift. You are safe. You are held. You are exactly where you need to be. And as this moment deepens, the journey into stillness carries us gently forward, just like the quiet river outside, flowing without rush, without effort, simply being what it is, calm, patient, eternal. I begin to rise slowly from the woven mat inside the hut, stretching my fingers as if waking from a dream within a dream. The stillness of the valley lingers softly in my breath. But now, another call begins to stir within me a gentle pull, almost like a silent invitation from far beyond the mountains. I feel it before I understand it. A warm tug in my chest, a whisper in the night air, a sensation that the world wants to show me something I have not seen in a long time. I step outside, letting the door slide shut behind me with a quiet sigh. The sky above is darker now, an endless field of deep indigo. The moon hangs higher, brighter, like a guardian watching over the whole valley. But something feels different tonight. The stars seem more awake, more alive. I begin walking toward the far mountain path, the one that winds upward toward a place I rarely visit except when my heart feels heavy with questions. Tonight, though, I go not because I seek answers, but because something inside me wants to listen as I climb. The path becomes narrower, curving along the cliffs like a pale ribbon of starlight. The air grows cooler, brushing against my skin with the scent of cold stone and distant snow. Each breath feels crisp, almost sacred. The higher I go, the more the world below fades into silence, no rustling leaves, no flowing river, just the soft crunch of gravel beneath my feet and the heartbeat of the night sky above me. At last, the path opens into a wide plateau, a mountaintop clearing. And there, standing quietly in the moon's glow, is the old temple. The temple of falling stars. Its wooden beams are worn and silvered with age. Its roof curves like the wings of a great bird resting. And its lanterns, though unlit, hold a warm memory of thousands of nights filled with prayers, whispers, and dreams. I pause at the entrance, placing my hand on the smooth wooden pillar. It feels warm, as though the temple has been waiting for me. I slide the door open, and a faint fragrance of sandalwood greets me, soft, nostalgic, familiar. Inside, the temple is dim, lit only by the moon pouring through the open windows. Dust particles drift like tiny stars floating in the air. I walk along the wooden floorboards, each step echoing like a heartbeat in the vast quiet space. At the center of the temple sits an old monk. His robe is simple, gray with age. His head is bowed slightly, his hands resting on his knees, as though he has been waiting here for countless seasons. I recognize him not from memory, but from the strange, peaceful familiarity of old souls. He lifts his gaze as I approach, and his eyes glow like warm lanterns, deep and full of stories. "You came," he says softly, as if he's been expecting me for years. "I felt something calling," I reply. He smiles gently. The stars call to those whose hearts are ready to listen. I sit beside him on the wooden floor, feeling its warmth seep into my legs. Outside, the wind begins to hum softly through the temple's wind chimes. Their gentle ringing fills the room with a melody so delicate that it feels like the breath of the night itself. The old monk lifts his face toward the sky, visible through the open roof window, a wide circular opening that frames the heavens like a sacred mirror. "Look," he whispers. I follow his gaze upward. The stars begin to fall, one by one. Thin streaks of silver bloom across the sky, leaving trails of shimmering light behind them. They move slowly at first, as if drifting through water, then faster, bursting into small sparks that fade before my eyes. Yet, each falling star feels intentionally one like a message written in light. The monk watches them with a serene expression. When the universe grows quiet, he says, it speaks in ways only still hearts can hear. I stay silent, watching the celestial rain decorate the sky. The stars fall without sound, yet I feel their messages ripple through the night like soft waves. I feel something shift inside me, something old and unspoken. The monk continues, his voice barely above a whisper. There is a story of this temple. It was said that long ago, a young monk climbed this mountain, searching for enlightenment. He believed he needed to understand the universe, to master every teaching, to silence every thought. But the more he tried, the more restless his spirit became. I glance at him, sensing that this story holds a truth waiting for me. One night, the old monk goes on. He sat here beneath the open sky, exhausted and ready to give up his search. He looked up, and the stars began to fall, just as they are falling now. The monk pauses, closing his eyes as if returning to that ancient moment, and in the silent rain of stars, he realized something he had missed all his life. The universe never asks us to be perfect. It only asks us to be present. The words settle around me like warm mist. They move slowly through my mind, then deeper into the quiet places beneath my thoughts. Do you know what he discovered that night? The monk asks, "What?" I whisper, that enlightenment isn't a goal. It is the gentle opening of a heart that finally stops trying to understand everything. A strange kind of weight lifts from my chest. I haven't noticed how tightly I've been holding my thoughts. Even here, even tonight, I've been trying to make sense of things, trying to find meaning, trying to grasp peace. But now, watching the stars fall silently through the sky, I begin to understand what the monk means. Maybe stillness is not something I achieve. Maybe it is something I allow. The monk rises slowly, his joints creaking like old bamboo in the wind. He walks toward a wooden table in the corner and picks up a small brass bowl. From it, he pours a handful of tiny shimmering stones into his hand. They glisten like fragments of fallen starlight. "These are star seeds," he says. placing a few in my palm. Not real stars, of course, but reminders. Each one once belonged to someone who came here seeking their own truth. I roll the stones gently between my fingers. They feel light, smooth, and warm, like they carry stories within them. Keep them, the monk says. When thoughts become heavy, hold one. Let it remind you that everything in the universe moves. Nothing stays stuck. Not even pain. I close my hand around the stones, feeling their warmth spread into me. Outside, the falling stars grow brighter, streaking the sky with soft white fire. The monk sits beside me again. Tell me, what brought you here tonight? I breathe in slowly. I think I was looking for a place where my heart could rest. You have found it, he replies, but not because of this temple. Because you finally allowed yourself to arrive. His words settle deep into me. I look up once more at the sky. The stars fall in gentle waves, each one dissolving into the night like a secret released. For the first time in a long while, I feel completely still, not because I forced myself to be, but because something inside me has softened, opened, surrendered. The monk stands again. Come, he says. There's something I want to show you. I follow him to the back of the temple, where a small wooden door leads to an open terrace facing the vast expanse of the valley. From here, the sky looks endless. The falling stars seem close enough to touch, each one drifting like a blessing through the night. The monk places a hand on my shoulder. Look carefully, he whispers. I focus on the sky. Amid the rain of stars, one descends more slowly than the rest, glowing brighter, stretching its tail like a brushstroke of silver silk. It passes just above the temple roof, moving with such grace that time seems too slow. That one, the monk says softly. That is for you. For me, he nods. Every heart that learns to be still receives its own star. It is not a sign, not a message, not a promise. It is simply a reflection of the quiet truth you have allowed to awaken inside you. The star fades gently into the horizon, leaving a warmth in the sky that lingers long after its light disappears. I feel something warm spread through my chest. Not excitement, not revelation, just a soft, tender peace. The monk gestures for me to close my eyes. Hold the moment, he says. Let it rest inside you, do. And when I close my eyes, the world becomes even quieter. I feel the night surrounding me, the temple breathing softly, the stars falling, the universe humming with a gentle, peaceful rhythm. My own breath joins that rhythm, slow and deep. When I open my eyes, the monk is watching me with a gentle smile. Now, he says, you are ready to descend the mountain. Descend. I ask softly. Yes, he replies. Stillness is not meant to keep you hidden. It is meant to follow you home. I take one last look at the falling stars, one last breath of the cold mountain air, one last moment in the ancient temple where silence becomes its own kind of wisdom. Then I bow deeply to the monk. He bows back, his eyes warm, his presence quiet and eternal. As I step away from the terrace, the falling stars continue their delicate dance above the temple, each one a small reminder that the universe moves in silence. And sometimes, if we are willing to listen, it speaks directly to the heart, and I begin my slow descent down the mountain path, carrying the quiet light of the stars within me. As I descend from the mountain temple, the last traces of falling stars fade gently behind me, yet their light lingers within my chest, soft, warm, steady. The path downward is quiet, covered with a thin layer of silver mist that curls around my ankles like drifting clouds. For a moment, I pause to breathe in the chilled night air. It feels different now, not empty, not vast, but alive, as if the world itself is reshaping around the calm inside me. I walk slowly, letting each step land lightly on the earth. The wind brushes past my ears with the faintest hum, almost like a distant whisper guiding me forward. There's no hurry. The mountain seems to understand my pace, offering a gentle slope, a steady rhythm, a softened journey back toward the valley below. The darkness ahead deepens, but not in a way that frightens me. Instead, it feels like an invitation, open doorway into a space where my thoughts can travel freely. I continue walking until the path bends sharply, revealing something unexpected. A row of lanterns hanging from old wooden posts begins to glow on both sides of the narrow trail. None of them were lit earlier. Yet now, one by one, they flicker to life, casting warm halos of amber light across the misty ground. For a moment, I simply stand there, watching the glow grow brighter. Each lantern sways gently in the night breeze, as though bowing to me. Their light creates long, rippling shadows that stretch across the earth like soft brushstrokes. I step forward, and the first lantern brightens, illuminating the path ahead by just a few feet, no more, no less. I smile quietly. This is the lantern path. I have only traveled it once before, many seasons ago. Back then, I was burdened with heavy fears, and I remember how the lanterns revealed just enough for me to take the next step. Nothing more. Not the entire road. Not the whole future. Just the space I needed to move through the moment. Tonight, the lanterns welcome me again. As I walk beneath them, the glow warms my face, my hands, my spirit. Each light along the path feels like a heartbeat, slow, steady, alive. The wooden posts creak softly as the lanterns sway. The mist glitters like scattered pearls in the warm glow. I begin to understand something quietly, almost without words. Sometimes the universe doesn't show you the whole way. It simply lights up the next step, trusting you to keep walking. The path curves gently downward, and I follow it. With every lantern I pass, memories rise to the surface, memories I haven't touched in years. They drift through my mind with the gentleness of falling petals. I remember a time when I believed every decision had to be perfect, when I feared that choosing wrong meant losing everything. Those days were filled with tension, the tightness in my chest, the sleepless nights, the constant search for certainty. But walking through this glowing corridor of light, I begin to see the truth as softly and clearly as the lanterns revealed the path. Life was never meant to be seen all at once. It was meant to be lived one illuminated step at a time. A soft breeze picks up, making the lanterns sway more deeply, casting moving patterns across my path. I slow down, breathing in the warmth and silence. It feels like the night is nurturing me, teaching me gently without speaking a single word. I touch the wooden frame of one lantern. The surface is smooth, warm from its inner flame. The light inside flickers softly, as if responding to my presence. I imagine the flame whispering a gentle truth. You do not need to know everything to move forward. My chest loosens. I continue down the path, feeling lighter with each step. As I walk, I notice something else: faint symbols carved into the posts that hold the lanterns. I run my fingers across them, feeling their delicate grooves. They are simple characters, each one representing a single word: peace, trust, surrender, clarity, compassion, patience. I pause in front of one lantern with a character for patience carved into the wood. I breathe out softly. How many times have I rushed myself? How many moments have I pushed my heart to heal before it was ready? Pushed my mind to understand before it had room to breathe? Pushed my life to unfold faster than the universe intended? The lantern's flame flickers as if nodding to my realization. I close my eyes for a moment. The warm glow seeps through my eyelids, filling me with a gentle, golden stillness. I stay there, breathing, slowly, deeply, letting the truth settle inside me with the warmth of the light. When I open my eyes again, the path feels different, not because it has changed, but because I have. My steps grow softer, more intentional. Instead of trying to reach the end, I begin to immerse myself in each glowing moment. Every lantern becomes a companion, every pool of light a resting place for my thoughts. A few steps later, I start to notice faint fireflies weaving through the air. They drift around the lanterns, drawn to the glow, their tiny bodies pulsing like little stars. The path becomes a living constellation of light lanterns above, fireflies around, and warm reflections dancing beneath my feet. The beauty of it eases something deep within me. As I continue walking, the path gradually widens, and the mist grows thicker, curling around the lanterns like soft white silk. The air hums with the quiet energy of night creatures hidden in the grass. Each sound feels like part of a delicate symphony composed just for this moment. Ahead, one lantern shines brighter than all the rest. Its light spills far across the path, glowing with a soft golden intensity that makes the mist shimmer. I feel drawn to it, not with urgency, but with a quiet curiosity. When I reach it, I realize this lantern is different. It has a small wooden bench beneath it. I sit down, letting my legs rest, letting my mind sink into the warm pool of light. The bench creaks under my weight, steady and comforting. The lantern above swings gently, casting circles of light that glide across my skin. Here, I feel an unexpected emotion rising within my gratitude. Not for something specific, not for some great revelation, but for this moment, this breath, this path, this gentle unfolding of light inside me. Gratitude, not because everything is perfect, but because this small piece of peace exists right here, right now. I place a hand on my chest, feeling my heartbeat calm, steady, alive. It matches the rhythm of the lantern swaying above me. For a long moment, I simply sit and listen. To my breath, to the quiet, to the warm hum of the world holding me gently. When I finally stand again, I feel a soft clarity inside. Not a loud understanding, but a subtle, glowing assurance. As I move forward, the lanterns continue lighting the way, each flame bowing as I pass. The mist begins to thin, revealing the familiar shape of trees and stones along the valley path. Then, slowly, one by one, the lanterns behind me begin to dim. They don't vanish, they simply fade, trusting me now to walk without their light. And I do. Not because I see the whole road ahead, but because something inside me has learned to shine. The night sky opens above me, wide and gentle. The breeze carries the faint scent of blooming night jasmine. And as I walk deeper into the valley, I carry the lantern light not behind me, not around me, but within me, soft, steady, unwavering. A quiet inner light guiding the way forward, one peaceful step at a time. The night deepened, and the moon drifted softly above the mountains, as if it too was learning to breathe in silence. Far below, a hidden river wound through the ancient valley, slow, steady, and endlessly patient. The monks of the Eastern Temple believed that this river held a secret the mind often forgets. Nothing in this world is meant to be held too tightly. Everything flows, everything changes. Everything passes through our lives like water through open hands. And tonight, your spirit is being gently guided to that river. The river of letting go. You begin to walk down a moss-covered path, each step becoming softer, slower, lighter. The world around you seems to breathe with you. The leaves rustle in a gentle rhythm, as if whispering that they too once held onto branches before learning to fall gracefully. A cool breeze brushes across your face, reminder that life touches you only for a moment before moving on. Feel that breeze. Feel how peaceful it is to allow things to come and go without resistance. As you walk further, you hear the distant voice of flowing water, calm and low, as if calling your name. Not urgently, not loudly, but with an infinite gentleness, the kind that invites rather than demands. You follow the sound, each step melting away the tension in your shoulders, your chest, your mind. Even your thoughts begin to slow, their edges softening, dissolving, loosening their grip on you. A small wooden bridge appears ahead. Beneath it flows the river, smooth, silver, shimmering under the moonlight. It moves with the grace of something ancient, something wise, something that has witnessed countless lives, countless desires, countless burdens being carried and released. As you step onto the bridge, the wooden planks creak softly under your weight, but they feel steady, as if holding you with care. You lean over the railing and watch the water glide beneath you. It never rushes, never fights, never clings. It simply flows. You feel something inside you respond, something that has been waiting to exhale for a very long time. The river seems to speak, not through words, but through a deep, serene presence. Whatever you carry, you do not have to carry alone. Whatever weighs on your heart, you may place upon this water now. You close your eyes for a moment and memories drift in. The ones you hold too tightly, the ones that cling to you in the quiet hours of the night, the ones that whisper fears, regrets, old wounds, and unspoken burdens. You don't need to name them. You don't need to explain them. You only need to acknowledge their presence gently, the way you might comfort a child who has been afraid for too long. Feel their weight, not to suffer, but to recognize how long you've been carrying them. Feel the way they sit on your chest, how they've tightened muscles, clouded thoughts, shaped emotions. And now, imagine placing them softly into your hands, these invisible burdens that have lived inside you. They're not heavy because they're powerful. They're heavy because you've carried them quietly. Alone, you slowly stretch your hands over the railing. Beneath you, the river waits with infinite patience. You open your palms and let everything fall. Watch as the water receives it, every fear, every memory, every doubt, every piece of sorrow that never found a place to rest. The river does not reject anything. It does not judge. It simply embraces and carries away as the burdens dissolve into the moonlit currents. Your body follows the motion. Your breath naturally deepens. Your shoulders soften. Your mind grows quieter, clearer, lighter. You are not losing anything essential. You are simply releasing what was never meant to stay. The river continues to flow, carrying your thoughts like fallen leaves, spinning them gently before letting them disappear into the horizon. You feel something opening inside your chest, a space, a softness, a quiet freedom. As if your inner world has made room for peace to finally settle in. You sit on the edge of the bridge, legs dangling slightly above the water, and the river reflects your face back at you, not the tired version, not the burdened version, but a calm, almost glowing version of yourself. The self that emerges when the weight of old things gently slips away. You notice how still the night has become around you, how the chirping of crickets matches the rhythm of your breath, how even the moon seems closer, warmer, almost protective. You dip your fingers into the cool water. It feels like touching time itself, soft, fleeting, ever moving. A ripple spreads outward from your hand, small at first, but widening, expanding, drifting out into the entire river. A reminder that your own inner release reaches farther than you think. When you let go, you change the flow of your own life. A soft mist begins to rise from the surface, curling around you like a gentle embrace. It carries a coolness that soothes your skin, your mind, your heart. You breathe it in, slowly, deeply, allowing the calm to sink into every corner of your being. The mist carries whispers, not voices, but sensations, telling you that you are safe, that you are allowed to rest, that you are allowed to stop trying so hard. You lie back on the bridge, feeling the wooden planks beneath you, the vast open sky above you. Stars blink one by one, forming constellations that seem to lean closer, as if watching over you. The river's sound becomes softer now, more distant, more dreamlike. You feel yourself floating between wakefulness and sleep, as if you, too, have become part of the river's gentle flow. Letting go no longer feels like losing something. It feels like returning to your true self, a self without tension, a self without fear, a self that trusts the natural rhythm of life. Your breath follows the river's movements, low, in, slow out, each cycle loosening something deeper inside you. Your limbs grow heavier, your eyelids softer, your thoughts lighter. The world begins to blur gently, as if wrapped in a warm evening fog. The river continues to hold everything you released, carrying it far away, until it becomes part of the vast ocean of forgotten worries. And as it does, a profound stillness settles inside you, a stillness that is not empty, but full of peace, full of clarity, full of quiet light. Here, beside this ancient river, under this peaceful sky, you find yourself drifting, floating, surrendering, letting go not just of burdens, but of wakefulness itself. Your body sinks into the deepest rest, supported by the soft night, held by the gentle current of silence. Every breath pulls you deeper into dreaming, deeper into tranquility, deeper into the soothing darkness of sleep, where nothing needs to be held anymore. The river flows, and you flow with it effortlessly. You are safe. You are calm. You are free, and sleep begins to wrap around you like a soft blanket, drawing you slowly into its warm, quiet embrace. The night around you has fallen into its deepest silence. The stars above drift like soft lanterns in an endless sky, and every sound has softened into a gentle hum that cradles your mind. You are no longer walking, no longer observing, lowly floating, gently, peacefully, as if the universe itself is holding you in its quiet palms. Your breath becomes the soft rhythm of the earth, slow, steady, effortless. With every inhale, a cool calm spreads through your body, and with every exhale, the last remnants of worry slip away like fading ripples on still water. Your chest grows lighter. Your shoulders sink deeper. Every muscle, every thought, every emotion begins to loosen, drifting, dissolving, becoming weightless. You feel the softness beneath you, as though you're resting on a warm cloud that molds itself perfectly around your body. The world grows dim. The edges blur, and your awareness begins to sink deeper into a comforting darkness, the kind of darkness that feels safe, protective, and warm. A darkness that whispers, "You can rest now. You've done enough. You are enough." Your mind is no longer trying to hold onto anything. Thoughts appear like tiny feathers drifting through your awareness, and then float away with no effort at all. There's nothing to fix, nothing to fear, nothing to remember. Only this gentle moment of surrender, this sacred softness where sleep begins to bloom naturally inside you. Feel your feet growing heavy, warm, relaxed. Feel your legs sinking deeper into stillness. Your hips loosen. Your stomach softens. Your chest expands with calm. Your arms grow heavy. Your hands warm. Your fingers quiet. Your neck releases its final tension, and your face softens. Your jaw unclenches. Your eyes grow heavy, so very heavy. You are drifting now, slowly, beautifully, like a leaf carried by a peaceful autumn wind. Each breath draws you deeper into a quiet realm where nothing can disturb you. You are protected, guided, embraced by the gentle peace of the night. And now, as sleep comes closer, a final blessing settles softly over your spirit like warm light, like a compassionate hand placed over your heart. May your mind be free tonight. May your worries dissolve into the silence. May your heart find the rest it has been seeking for so long. May peace wrap around you like a soft blanket, holding you through the deepest, safest sleep. You are forgiven for everything you still blame yourself for. You are released from everything that no longer serves your soul. You are guided by a wisdom older than any fear. You are watched over by a gentle light that never leaves you. The night whispers to you now. Rest, peaceful one. Rest deeply. Rest fully. Rest without fear. Your breath becomes slower, softer, almost like a lullaby. The world fades into a warm blur. Your body becomes weightless. Your thoughts dissolve completely. And now you begin to fall, gently, silently, into the deepest, most healing sleep. A sleep that restores you. A sleep that protects you. A sleep that wraps your spirit in peace. You are safe.